Welcome guys. As we said in our last tutorial, in the last video that I made, I said we were going to be modeling this, right? And this is a glass with a water in it and also placed on a table, right? So let's just go on with our model. Now this here is where we stopped in our last tutorial, right? Now the next thing we're going to be modeling is the water inside the scope. The water is actually an object with a water material, so that's what we're going to be doing here. So I needed to change back to 2D wireframe, and also here I needed to change it to front view. So just as we did in the last video, we're still going to make use of our line command under our home tab. We're going to make use of our line command, click on line, then also switch off your auto if it's on. Now click on this, specify 30 as the length at an angle of 85. Sorry, let me do that again. So specify that 30 as the length, click tab. Now specify 85 as the angle. Now from here we're gonna zoom into it, and using the line command again, still gonna come here, click on it, then to the right, to the left. I'm gonna switch on my auto to the left. I'm gonna type 9.5. Now since the water object will be placed inside this cup object, then we should reduce the diameter, which is this one is with a radius of 10, and this I'm gonna reduce it to 9.5. So this, and I'm gonna escape. Now from here, since we are going to place this water object at this level, and this level is having a fillet of 0.5, right? If you can remember from our last video. So we are still going to do the same here so that it levels up with it. So I'm going to use my fillet command, and I'll right click, then select radius. I'm going to specify 0.5. Now click here, now click here. Now from here I can continue. I'm still make use of my line command again. Come here, click on it to the left. I'll type 10, escape. Now using the same line command also, I'll come here, click on it, then upward, I'll type 10, then escape. Now in order to join these two lines, I need them to join together, so I'm going to use the chamfer command as we did in our last video. So here is the chamfer command. Click on this arrow, you can select chamfer, or better still, you can just type CHA for a chamfer shortcut, then press enter. Don't specify any distance. Now as you can see, it's already 0. By default it's in 0, so don't specify any distance for it. Just click on this and click on this, then everything is joined together and no extension will be left over. Now as you can see, in order to make 3D from this 2D, it's actually 2D now. As you can see, there are separate lines. As I said earlier in the last video, there is no way to create 3D from separate lines in AutoCAD. So in order to create 3D, you need to join all the lines together and make them just one body. Now in order to join the lines together, I'm going to use region command, REG for a region command. Now I'll click on enter. Can window select this, click enter again, then you can come here and zoom. As you can see, everything is now one body. Now we'll now create the 3D object from this 2D plane. Now I'm going to use the revolve command again as we did in the last video. REV is our shortcut for the revolve command. I'll click on enter. Now just click, you can click this or you can just window select everything. So click enter, then you can just come here and specify your axis, vertical axis. Come here, come down here, click, come over here also, and also click, or you can even come extending over here. It can be very little like this, but I love using this other edge. So click on it, then you can now specify your angle of revolution, which is 360, complete angle of revolution. Click enter. As you can see, we have the water object. Now in order to place this water object into this cup, what I'm going to do is I'll have to zoom into this area. As you can see, the fillet we made, actually normally it should be just one cycle over here, but because of the fillet we made, during a fillet of 0.5 that we made is converting it into 3 circles. We are having 3 circles here. So we're going to select this last one, right? So I'm going to make use of my move command. I'm going to move it, the whole body, this whole body. Now, since it's actually just one object now, if I click to select, if I win the select, everything will still select, so it's still the same. So I will select, then click enter. Now zoom into that circle. You zoom into this circle, make sure this center is still in view. Move it to this circle, then just come here and hover it. Now as you can see, I'm not clicking it. When I hover over the circle, as you can see, it's showing me the center. Then I can come here and select. I'll just click. Then I can move it around from that center. Now as you can see, we are restricted to just 90 angle 90. Now in order to remove that, I'm going to just switch off my auto. Now I can move it around as I want, right? I'm going to zoom into this area. Sorry, I'm going to zoom into this area. As you can see, this area, everything looks clumsy, right? So you're just going to manage that. So just as we did in the other, to select this circle, we're still going to do it here. This time around, we are still going to choose the circle over here, the last circle here, and make sure this center is in view so that I'll be able to see the circle center. Here's the last circle. When you hover over this last circle, as you can see, and make sure whenever you select it, you see as it's giving me two centers, right? Now since I know that this circle is the last circle over here, then I'm very sure the center of that circle will be the one below it. It won't be the one above. The one above will be maybe another of this, or of this. So I'm just going to select the last one, which is the last one under the last circle. Okay, I will click on it, then it's placing my object in there very perfectly. So I'm just going to go back to my realistic, and I'll go back to my southwest isometric. As you can see, Z enter, E enter. As you can see, this is my water object inside my cup object. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to be modeling a table. Now as you can see from our from our picture here, we are just having the tabletop. The legs of the table are not shown, so we are going to do exactly the same here. I'll go back to my top view, go back to my 2D wireframe. So I'll just zoom out a little. Now from here, I need to make use of the rectangle command. Click on the rectangle, then you can draw a big rectangle on this, just with any dimension of your choice. Just click. Now from here, you can just go back to your southwest isometric. But first, I need you to go back to front view to check if this error is actually happening here. Now if you have this error here, what you need to do is to move the whole body, this whole body. We'll move it to the geometric center of this rectangle. So what we're going to do, we'll use the move command. I'll select everything, click enter, then I'll control and right click, select center. I need to pick it from this center here. I'll click on it, then I'll control right click again, select geometric center. This time around, I'll hover over the rectangle, and as you can see, it's showing me the geometric center. I'll just place it over there. As you can see, this is what we got. So I'm just going to go back to my southwest isometric. But if your own is not actually overlapping, if you're having this result, you're actually good to go. So let's go back to our southwest isometric. Now we're going to use the extrude command to extrude to create 3D from this 2D rectangle. So we're going to make use of this, the extrude command, or simply type EXT on your keyboard for your extrude shortcut. Now click on the object that you want to extrude, click enter. Then if you are extruding it up, it will cover the whole cup object. So go down, move down, then type 5 as your extrusion height, then click enter. Now I need to change back to realistic. As you can see, this is what we got, right? Now in our next video, I will try to show you how to add materials to the to different objects in order to make it realistic, just as what we have over here. So try to subscribe and watch my next video to see how we do that. So thank you and bye bye.